My bitches and bros. What are my bitches and bros and non-binary hoes and hosettes. Welcome to a video. I would like to formally introduce myself. It is What If Toxic. So, this what if is, what if King Lion, or King Queen Lion, was in Naruto? From the title, you can obviously tell it's going to be fun, just for fun, but here we go. Let's get into the story. So, you see the picture, and he says he's going to dog walk the Narutoverse. So, he's like, how am I going to get there? And he remembers he creates. He's able to do anything. So, he goes and he's in the Narutoverse now, And now, he's walking around and he sees, just a bunch of stuff, the Leaf Village, So he walks in and he sees little Naruto, He's like, should I? Yeah, whatever. She just walks by and just waves at him, and goes to get something to eat. Goes to Ichiraku Ramen and is like, Naruto was not kidding. This be bussin', bussin' for real. So, we time skip to where Naruto is the Hokage, in Boruto, as he's like, alright, it's my time to shine. So, he gets up and he's like, Naruto, because everybody knows the Hokage's name, and Naruto looks, and all of a sudden, he gets punched in the jaw from King, and he goes flying. The Anbu obviously appearing. Stop! What are you doing? That is the Hokage. Blah blah blah. As he's like, I will dog walk you. As they all fall to their knees. He just used Conqueror Hockey. Because he has such a strong will. So he walks over to Naruto and says, it's game over, and just fucking punches him so hard that his ribs just crack and punctures like lungs. So after this happens, he's like, all right, time to go solo the rest of the verse. So he gets up and he's looking around and he sees Boruto, so he gets ready to jump and jumps and spears Boruto through the stomach, with his body, because he's all powerful. He's like, one down, he wipes the blood off of him, and then he sees, Sadara Mitsuki right behind him, and they're like, oh shit, we gotta kill this nigga because he just killed. As all of a sudden, their heads fall off as he pulls out a katana. You are some foolish men. As he puts his sword away and walks away. Okay. So, he walks on and he just, destroying the whole Narutoverse until, he meets, like, a certain guy, This guy's weird because he's not able to hit him. For some reason, like, the attacks phase through him. As you guys all know, this is Obito. So, he's like, whatever, as he puts his hands down on the floor and goes into his Kamui dimension and just beats the hell out of him. So, while this is happening, Madara is looking like, oh god. So he has somebody else do the Edo Tensei jutsu on him so he can be revived, and he walks up and says, I am Madara Uchiha. Your fight with me will be quite impotent. As King Lion laughs and says, I dog walk people for a profession. As he screams, what's your profession? Dog walking! As all of a sudden he screams, ah! And he goes into Super Saiyan. You'll be no match for me. As he snaps his fingers and gets out of it, I won't need that, as he just runs and beats the fuck out of Madara. As all of a sudden Madara kicks him in the balls. He's like, fuck, that hurt, as Madara's like, die, as he does fireball jutsu, but King Lion, being the Chad that he is, what he does? He goes, water cell, water dragon jutsu, nullifying it. And Madara's like, what the fuck? I have the strongest, fire jutsu, and he's like, I quit. So, when, so this happens, and he's like, I don't think I can beat him. So, he starts to try to run off, get away from him, and, he's like, this hurts my pride, blah, 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 but I will die, and I won't be able to carry out the plan, blah, blah. So, what ends up happening is, he runs away, but what happens? King Lion teleports right in front of him and just punches him right in the face. Then he pulls out his katana and just goes down and stabs him in the gut and says, "Game over." As you know, he just walks around, as he's just soloed the whole entire Naruto verse with minimal ease without even showing his full potential. He only used 0.0000001% of his power. So yeah, because he has infinite power. So yeah, this is it. Just a fun thing. What if Deku? Not. I'm so used to. What if King Lion was in Naruto? All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.